Good afternoon, BCC membership. Dan Lemieux, your food and beverage director, here with another episode of Dishin' It with Dan. I know it's been a couple weeks. The club's been extremely busy with Easter and the pool opening, a lot of events and weddings going on. The club's just been absolutely outstanding the last few weeks. And so I apologize for not doing my own episodes, but today we're actually getting back into it. And my very next guest is one of our own PGA professionals, Joe Maher. Now, Joe, I know you've been here for quite some time. How many years you been here?
This coming August, I believe it'll be 26 years.
26 years. So you've seen tons of changes go around the club. What's probably the most significant change you've seen here at the Ballantyne?
Well, it's always been, a big-time family atmosphere. I think that has always continued. Whether it's the staff and the members, and that's one of the reasons that I've stayed so long. It's been a second family to me. So luckily that has never changed. But we've seen so many great additions to the golf course improvements, the clubhouse. I know next year too, we're hoping to get maybe a teaching facility down here at the range too, to give one more thing for the members, and I think it'd be a great addition if we could get that.
Awesome. Well, I just bought myself some clubs here from the club last year, and I know we talked a lot about getting clubs fitted. I know you just got certified.
Yep.
And getting these clubs fit. If I was a member, what's the best way to get a hold of you to schedule a fitting for my clubs?
Sure. So either email or obviously you can call the golf shop directly. My email is jmaher@ballantyneclub.com. If you want to get a fitting or just check your clubs out to make sure you got the right ones, we can certainly get together and do that. So that's kind of the best route to do it.
Now, so for some of us guys that are kind of new, what's the purpose of a fitting? Why do we do a golf club fitting?
Sure. So ideally, we're all different. Our body makeup, our height, our size, our swing, even like I said, me and Dan are very similar height, but we may be fitting totally different golf clubs. Like I said to him earlier, it's kind of like a signature. So everyone swings a little bit different. So myself and him, I may have a stiffer shaft. He may have a little weaker because of how fast we swing. He may have a longer one, all that type of thing. So it all kind of comes together in the fitting. We go everything from every element of the club, from the head to the shaft to the grip, and whatever we can get to help you get the ball up in the air better and hit it, more consistently. That's the main goal.
Awesome. And we can fit for any club, right? Driver,
You name it.
putter, whatever we got.
Hybrids, putters, wedges, the whole bag.
All right, awesome. Well, I was told to bring my 7-iron.
Yep.
So I got my 7-iron. What's our next step?
So today we're just doing a kind of a quick couple swings with Dan. We're going to do just basically a 7-iron, kind of a quick iron fitting. And normally we would start with your clubs to bring them with you. So I would first start off and have Dan hit 1 or 2 swings for us with his club, and we get an idea for how well he hits his. And because if I go through a fitting and I see Dan hits his better than something else, I'm not going to push him for a new club. That's the one thing about here. We're going to make sure he gets what he needs, not trying to sell him something.
Which is going to be a benefit of doing it here and not somewhere
Correct.
like your PGA stores or your Galaxies, where
Yeah.
doing it here is more personal, right?
Absolutely. Now, we built the trust with you, and the advantage, that's a big advantage. The other big advantage is this. We're looking out here in this big, beautiful driving range field. We're at the big box stores. You go to get fitted, you're hitting into basically a screen, and you got to trust the machines and the distance and what they're saying. Here, with your own eyes, you're going to see the distance, the ball flight, the feel. There's nothing like that to really know you got the right club.
Now, everybody, keep in mind, I'm the food and beverage director. I'm not a golf pro, so don't pay too much attention to this, okay?
Pretty good. Dan had a very good shot. Down the middle, up in the air, very good swing. Now, normally I'd probably let him go ahead and hit maybe about 10 of those. I'd make sure I get a little consistency there. And then what I would do is also take a look at his club. And we have something here I'm going to have him hit off here. It's called a lie board. So literally I'm going to put a ball on it. It's a plastic board. And I'm going to put tape on his club on the bottom and the face. And it lets me know where he's making impact. So I can make sure he's getting the right setup for his club. I can adjust the length off that. I can adjust the lie, whether he's upright or flat. All those things will help him hit a straighter and farther. So I'm going to have him, just for the heck of that, we'll pretend we put the tape on there. I have a club over here with it, but go ahead and hit one off that. It's going to make a little louder sound. But most people love hitting off it, want to take it to the golf course because the ball really jumps in the air off that thing.
Yeah,
So
great.
So I'll have him do one more. So you can see here, I have this iron has what's called, this is face tape on the face. Then down here we have our lie tape. So I'm gonna have him hit one. It should hopefully put a mark on there. This club's not exactly right for him, but we'll get an idea here using that. And it helps guide me into what club we need to go to what setup. Yeah, another pretty good swing. So if we look at it, we can see, maybe you can see it, there's a little mark here where the ball hits it. So you can see he's just pretty center, just off the toe a little bit. And then on the bottom, he's dead center, so perfect there. That's what we like to see. If it was off the toe or here, we might adjust the club flat or upright. And that way, again, we're trying to get him to hit it square, up in the air and straight. That's our goal. And it's not always your swing. I know a lot of times we're getting lessons, we're seeing us pros for lessons, but it really starts with the club as well. That's a good combination, swing and club. Make sure you have the right fitting. It can make the world of difference in your golf game.
Awesome. I'm sure it adds lots of distance, it just makes it more enjoyable, gives you more of a tee. So I can tell you that after I had my fitting done and had my new clubs and my driver all done, my game has really increased the distances, and I've actually dropped strokes. So yeah, it's getting much better for me, so I appreciate all of that. But Joe, thanks for your time today. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to Joe. Email, phone call, just drop in the golf shop. Either way, he can make sure he gets you fit, and we'll get that golf game running right for you. Thanks for joining us again today. Leave a comment and check us out for the next episode.